Everybody move. Come on now, move. Time to give God some praise. Give him praise. Give him praise. Tell me how you feeling. Everybody feeling alive. Cause the spirit feeling alive. Get your healing and come alive. God not dead, my youth, him alive. Visions and dreaming come alive. Higher heights I'm reaching alive. Fire for God, I'm steaming alive. Let me do it one more time. Everybody feeling alive. Cause the spirit feeling alive. Get your healing and come alive. God not dead, my youth, him alive. Visions and dreaming come alive. Higher heights I'm reaching alive. Fire for God, I'm steaming alive. Everybody feeling alive. Cause the spirit feeling alive. Get your healing and come alive. God not dead, my youth, him alive. Visions and dreaming come alive.
Hey, gotta say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever in the world you are. You're tuned to Love 101 FM, the family station. Hey, I am Sara-Ann, the chirpy one, keeping you company today inside Alive 1 to 5 on this Free Flow Friday. It is the 15th of July, 2022. Oh my goodness, halfway there already. Time is flying already. Time is really flying. Oh my goodness. I gotta say good afternoon to my friends on Facebook Live and on YouTube Live at Love 101 FM Jamaica. If you're not on, sign on, jump on, rock on, roll on, whatever you gotta do. Just ensure that you are on. My friends on the WhatsApp Live, jump on to either of the social media platforms. That's where it's at. I gotta say good afternoon to my friends listening to us on the FM band 101.1 357 at 9, or you're listening to us online at www.love101.org, or you've downloaded the app from the Google Play Store or the Apple Store. Good afternoon to ya. Drivers, taxi drivers, bus drivers, conductors and conductresses, passengers, essential service workers, healthcare workers. It's your month and we appreciate you guys. Silent listeners, ardent listeners from a yard and abroad, good afternoon to ya. Hey, today you'll be inspired, informed, entertained, and engaged. In a moment, I'll bring you highlights from the news. 1:45, mental that's mental exercise. 2 o'clock, prayer blast with you or listeners. So when 2 o'clock comes, you send me 30 seconds prayer for salvation for people across Jamaica. So when 2 o'clock comes, you will send me a 30-second prayer for salvation for people across Jamaica. 2:15 music with Kevin Heath and his new single, My Redeemer. 3 o'clock Alive highlights, and we talk with dancehall pastor, singer, songwriter, and leader, Stephen Blake. Yeah, man, Pastor Stephen Blake. 3:45 celebrations. At that time, you send me your birthdays and anniversary greetings. 4 o'clock, the Small People Show with Auntie Colleen. Then 4:55, we'll wrap it all up inside Alive on this Free Flow Friday. It is now time for highlights from the news at this time. Now, $19 million patching works for roads in St. Elizabeth. The National Works Agency, NWA, is spending just over $19 million to undertake patching activities to several roads in St. Elizabeth. The NWA says approximately 6,280 square meters of patching will be carried out. Manager, Communication and Customer Services at the NWA, Stephen Shaw, says the works, which commenced earlier this month, are expected to be completed by the end of August. Now, 25 million kids missed routine vaccinations because of COVID. About 25 million children worldwide have missed out on routine immunizations against common diseases like diphtheria, largely because the coronavirus pandemic disrupted regular health services or triggered misinformation about vaccines, according to the United Nations. In a new report published today, the World Health Organization and UNICEF said their figures show 25 million children last year failed to get vaccinated. Mmm, my God. A marker for childhood immunization coverage continuing a downward trend that began in 2019. So, usually you have to get vaccinated as, children against certain diseases or, the popular ones. But because of COVID, I guess the parents were a bit hesitant to even send their children to get vaccinated against the common things that would affect kids. Other news: Caribbean needs disaster risk financing solution, says Johnson Smith. Minister of Foreign Affairs and Foreign Trade, Kamina Johnson Smith, says there is an urgent need for disaster risk financing solutions for countries across the Caribbean. In 2020, a historic high of 30 named storms were recorded, while 21 were documented in 2021, which was the third highest. An above normal hurricane season is forecasted for 2022. Now, Johnson Smith said that Jamaica has successfully collaborated with international partners to implement long term strategies to prepare for and respond to disasters. And there is a need for more partnerships among Caribbean states and development institutions. Finally, UN to vote on choking off small arms from gangs in Haiti. The UN Security Council scheduled a vote for today on a resolution that calls on all countries to stop the transfer of small arms, light weapons, and ammunition in any party supporting gang violence and criminal activity in Haiti, which has seen an upsurge in bloodshed and kidnappings. It's not just Jamaica. The draft by the that's the draft by the United States and Mexico does not include an arms embargo as China sought. Other council members said an embargo would be unenforceable. The back and forth came in negotiations over a resolution to extend the mandate for the UN political mission in Haiti. The Council's previous authorization for the mission expires today. And those are the highlights from the news at this time, Friday, July 15, 2022. And we trust that you were, as usual, informed. Now it's time for me to go ahead and mark the register. You know what to do. You know you have to share the live and also comment. So you have to comment. So let me start at the top as usual. Let's see if Diane is first as usual. Good afternoon to you, Diane Walters, Eleni Taylor, Christine Humes, Colleen Oliphant, Ricardo Portias, Winsome Campbell, Joan Tomlinson, Marva Lindo, Corrine Bennett, Angela Masters, good afternoon. Doreen Bradshaw, Marva Miller, Pearline Mills, good afternoon. Valerie Stewart, Kathleen, good afternoon. Donna Chambers, good afternoon. Cherry Meredith, Anika Park, Sonia Hamilton, Nikisha Biggs, Charmaine Allison, Blinky Brown, Ione Brown, Ivy Lewis, Esther Anglin, Delroy Melvin, good afternoon to ya. Carlisa Hackett, Maxine Henry, Patsy We Anointed, Lisa Johnson, Wilma Hudson Shakespeare, good afternoon. Leontine Bryan, Rosalind Pearson, Joan Walker, Edna Skeen, Blinky I Got You, Nardia Bingham, Anne Marie Davidson, Dawn Thomas, good afternoon. Raymar Finn, Julian Johnson, Carol Hibbert, Dorrit Hutchinson, Keisha Singh, Andreen Montague, Alvarine Ellison, Laurel Thomas Garrett, good afternoon. Yvonne Scott, Carlene Blake, Winsome Hunter, good afternoon. Lisa Daly, Jillian Brown Johnson, Ricardo Porcius, Barbara Gray, Caroline Graham. Who is this? Myrna E. Someone? Yeah, Myrna E. Someone, good afternoon to you. Marvia Hall, Phillips Lodge, Donna Howell, Annie GY, Sandra Cameron, Angela Stewart, good afternoon. Karen Brown Walters, Carice Wilson, Veronica Henry, Paulette McKenzie, Karen Fairclough, and Winsome Hunter. Paulette Stevenson, good afternoon to you. Mix Up for Jesus, Opal Heller, good afternoon. Della Riga. And I think I got everyone on Facebook and YouTube. Auntie Donna from Rayton Electric Radios Road. Sister Murphy from Highgate St. Mary. Faye from Blue Hole. Nicole Pamela Gibbons. Sonia Grand on Facebook. Good afternoon. Who is this? 6086. Good afternoon. You don't tell me a name. And Deacon Ati. I think I got everyone. Cynthia Hines, I see you. And this is the Lunan. All right, that's it. Thank you guys so much for jumping on the live. We do this every weekday, Monday to Friday, 1 p.m. So ensure that you make it your point of duty to jump on every day, all right? If you can. Why not? It's time for the music.
It's Cario Young. Sara-Ann is here. I have been waiting for so long. Welcome the chirpy one. Her presence electrifies everyone. My mother's listening too. She said she feels like she's 21. What? I know that's what she does to you. Such a great spirit, plays in the spirit too. So expect a miracle. Anything's possible. Now that Sarah's playing, ooh, you will be just fine. Your soul will feel so alive with whatever Sarah's playing. Ooh, yeah. Everybody have to know. Everybody needs to know. Yeah. Everybody has to know. Oh yeah. The one that will listen to is Sara-Ann on the radio. Tell a neighbor. Everybody needs to know. Tell your friend. Everybody has to know. Tell a brother. The one that will listen to is Sara-Ann. Everybody has to know. Everybody needs to know. Tell a neighbor. Everybody has to know. Tell a friend. The one that will listen to is Sara-Ann. What else you gonna do? There is absolutely nothing else to do. Cause there's no one else. Hey, that's Sara-Ann. When Sara-Ann is on air, I can feel the difference. I can feel the spirit moving and I'm happy. Yeah, I'm happy. Well, what do you know? Life can be difficult, but listen to chirpy one and you can be happy. Yeah, you can be happy. Oh yeah.